We're taking you into the news right now with the Fox 45 news feed. It's 11 a.m. A first look inside the Nashville Covenant Elementary School where teachers and students were killed on Monday. It's the latest school shooting. Now, what this surveillance video reveals about the victim and the shooter. And topping your local news, Baltimore lawmakers asking the EPA to send it somewhere else. Why contaminated wastewater could be heading to the city as early as this week for treatment at a troubled plant. The new effort from lawmakers to stop it. And Baltimore City is now averaging one shooting every 4 hours. We're going to take a look at the calls for action amid a recent burst of violence. Fox 45 News Midday starts right now.
Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is Fox 45 News Midday.
All right, thanks for joining us this Tuesday. Fox 45 News Midday is beginning, and I'm Taylor Stewart. Let's go off with breaking news here. Baltimore firefighters right now are on the scene of a fire. You're looking at live pictures right now from East Baltimore. I think maybe that is the chief who maybe will speak with us soon. But a few blocks left of Clifton Park on Wolf Street is where this happened. Now, we just learned 5 homes are involved. Firefighters there say a number of vacant homes were involved as well, and at least one injury we're getting word of. On your left screen is video from citizens, and you can see that huge plume of smoke rising once again. Now, firefighters are on the scene of this fire on Broadway East. It's in a neighborhood that is a Broadway East neighborhood, all right, and there's no injuries right now. So let's just take a listen in to one of the firefighters who are here on scene. Okay. All right. We'll get back to that in just a bit here. We've not been able to get in touch with him to talk, but we have breaking news here about Maryland's Attorney General announcing the takedown of a violent criminal enterprise in the city. Now, one group, he says, has operated like a business dealing drugs, committing numerous crimes, and investigators say the crimes span from South to West Baltimore.
Now the goal is to make sure that those who get arrested, that they see the consequences for their actions.
Includes 33 people with charges from attempted murder, conspiracy to distribute controlled substances, weapons, and firearms charges. And we're coming off of the heels of a violent few days here in Baltimore. Now, police responded to over a dozen shootings in just 2 days. 3 people lost their lives. Among those victims, 33-year-old Ernest Hall. He was a former Olympic boxer and owned a boxing gym in Mount Vernon. Shannon Lilly shows us friends will gather today to remember his life.
Well, in the boxing world, he was known as Lightning Bug Ernie, and he was still very much active in this sport. In fact, just behind us, this was his gym here in Mount Vernon. And this is where he both taught and continued to box himself. Well, this is also where friends and family will be holding this vigil tonight. You can see those balloons there. And take a look at this. This is a picture of Hall right here on your screen with another friend. People who knew him say he could light up a room and wouldn't say one bad word about anyone. He also had a fight, we're learning, lined up this past weekend, but his life was cut short. Just after midnight on Thursday morning, during a random trip to the store, Hall was fatally shot in a mass shooting in West Baltimore. Now, we spoke with his friend, who was also his sparring partner and lawyer, who says Hall called him just hours before his death, and that would be the last time they'd talk.
I spoke to him at 10 p.m. on the night of his death. He was telling me about his contract. He was telling me about the amount. A few hours later, you know, the inevitable happened. Wrong place, the wrong time. Ernie doesn't get involved in anything.
And we are told that Hall leaves behind 3 children who are now just trying to pick up the pieces. Metro Crime Stoppers are offering an $8,000 reward for any information about the person responsible for his death. You can submit a tip by calling 1-866-7-LOCK-UP. Now, in the meantime, tonight's vigil will happen right here at the Lightning Quick Fit in Mount Vernon, and it's set to start at 6:30 this evening. Reporting in Mount Vernon, I'm Shannon Lilly, Fox 45 News, Midday.
New this morning, investigators releasing security footage from Monday's school shooting at the Covenant Elementary School in Nashville. Now, police say this is video of the shooter driving up to the building. Now, later in the video, you can see the moments the shooter shoots through the glass and climbs inside. 3 children, 3 adults were killed during Monday's attack. Now, police shot and killed the shooter. No one who was shot survived this attack. The attention is now turning to the victims and their families. 3 children and 3 staff members were killed here. They include 9-year-old Evelyn Dekas, Hallie Scruggs, and William Kenny, along with 61-year-old Cynthia Peak, 60-year-old Catherine Kuntz, and 61-year-old Mike Hill. All of those adults worked at the school. The Covenant School just released a statement saying, in part, law enforcement is conducting its investigation, and while we understand there's a lot of interest, there will be a lot of discussion and about speculation surrounding what happened. We'll continue to prioritize the well-being of our community. They go on to say, we ask for privacy as our community grapples with this terrible tragedy for our students, parents, faculty, and staff. All right, here's a look at today's top trending stories. Trending number 1, victims of SNAP fraud are getting reimbursements. Governor Moore announced a plan to help fraud victims, and so far, the Maryland Department of Human Services has approved nearly 1,300 claims. The total is more than $760,000 in stolen funds that will be returned to those who need it most. Marylanders whose benefits were stolen between October and February, all they have to do is complete a reimbursement form by the end of May to make sure their benefits are replaced. Trending number 2 here, there is now a bipartisan pushback against a new plan that would bring wastewater from Ohio to Baltimore. Now, the wastewater could come as soon to Maryland as Thursday for treatment. 675,000 gallons of water would be released into the city. The sanitary sewer lines would then eventually make its way right back to the river wastewater treatment plant. Beyond the environmental concerns, several local leaders are telling Fox 45 they're worried about the lack of communication because they found this out only a few days ago. Now, trending number 3 here, the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson saga, it continues. Lamar Jackson broke his off-season silence on Twitter with a series of tweets to set the record straight from his perspective. Jackson dropped the biggest bombshell of this 2-year-in-the-making contract negotiation that he wants out of. Jackson asked the Ravens for a trade on March 2nd, a week before they placed the non-exclusive franchise on him. Go ahead and download the Fox 45 News app for your up-to-the-minute conditions for breaking news, weather, anytime. Just search WBFF in your app store. When it comes to a good night's sleep, your thermostat could be sabotaging your shut-eye. The ideal sleep temperature, according to a sleep coach. And supporting small businesses. The new resources the White House is offering women entrepreneurs. But first, developing overnight, the late offensive move from Russia as the war in Ukraine stretches on.
This afternoon, we're looking at rising temperatures reaching 57, keeping us close to average. It will be a little bit breezy but quiet. Later this week, we have our next chance for rain. I'll let you know how it could impact your weekend coming up in my full forecast.
Fox 45 News, winner of 17 2022 Regional Emmy Awards, more than all other Baltimore news stations combined.
The new recipients of our full tuition scholarships for the next 4 years at McDaniel.
All right, trending now, 5 Baltimore City high schoolers get a big surprise. We're getting full tuition scholarships to attend McDaniel College. Now, these school students were selected from Mervo, Western, Poly, Green Street Academy. They say they're thrilled at the opportunity of a lifetime.
It was great. As a first-generation college student coming from a single-family household. It made college feel accessible.
The scholarships will save the students more than $180,000 over 4 years in tuition. All right, let's take a look at your social stream. Breaking overnight, Russia has conducted a missile test in the Sea of Japan. Russia's defense ministry says the test fired anti-ship missiles from 2 boats in the Sea of Japan, and the ministry said the launch simulated an attack on a warship about 60 miles away. The test was successful, and it comes as war between Russia and Ukraine has entered its 2nd year. Now, one person here saying, all right, Putin is nothing but a big baby. He's making a big show because he doesn't have the actual guts to nuke Ukraine. Otherwise, he would have done it by now. All right, we'll get to some other tweets just ahead. Now, Arkansas is enacting a new bathroom ban, forcing transgender students to use the bathrooms that correspond to their biological sex at birth. The new state law also covers locker rooms, changing rooms, and showers. Administrators and teachers say they could be fined thousands of dollars if they don't enforce this law. One person's tweeting that biological males use the restrooms and biological females use the female restrooms, as it should be. Another person saying this, Arkansas ranks 41 out of 50 in education. Any legislation to improve that? Is it as if Republicans aren't really interested in improving people's lives? What exactly are they interested in? So a lot of conversation here about those tweets. Now, President Biden, though, announcing new resources to support female small business owners. The administration is creating 15 more business centers, so they're now 160 nationwide. These facilities offer counseling, training, and tools to manage business development and financing. Biden voted that women started nearly half of all businesses that began in the U.S. in 2021. Samson's tweeting, all right, let's check this out. Thank you, Mr. President. Simple tweet there, as well as why don't they support everyone? All right. Still ahead, though, TikTok is trending. It's going viral, but is this safe? A new warning from the CDC coming up. And it's back to the office as remote work ends for millions of Americans. We're going to take a look at the new shift in work trends just ahead. And then at noon, it's Karamu, then 1 o'clock, Sherry, followed by the hot bench at 2. All right, we're back now with a live look over Towson this morning. Another nice day in the 50s, and things will get even warmer tomorrow. But a temperature drop is coming our way. Meteorologist Jasmine Lomax will let us know when we'll need to grab the coats. The antitrust lawsuit against Amazon is moving forward. Now, a judge denied the company's efforts to have the lawsuit tossed out. They're accused of punishing sellers for listing goods at lower prices on other platforms and artificially increasing prices by consumer pay. The era of working from home has come to an end for millions of Americans. Now, that's according to a new report from the Labor Department. More than 72% of businesses say their employees rarely work from home last year. The report shows that roughly 21 million more employees are back in the office full time compared to 2021. The new figure is close to the amount of businesses that reported not having remote staff before the pandemic. And the shift to back in person could be good news for workers' eye health. According to a new study from the Harris poll, 70% of remote workers are noticing symptoms of deteriorating eye health from spending so much time looking at a screen, and more than 80% needing to take a break just to give their eyes a rest. The latest numbers are in for this tax season, and as of St. Patrick's Day, the IRS has issued nearly 54 million refunds worth about $158 billion. Now, the average return is about $400 less than last year, coming in just under $3,000. A reminder, you've got until April 18th to file your taxes. Gas prices are remaining stable across the U.S. Now, according to AAA, the average cost of a gallon today is $3.40. That's the same as yesterday's average, and it's also the same average from last Tuesday. After a massive uproar, Baltimore will not receive waste from the Ohio train derailment. At 4 o'clock, we're going to tell you why the company chosen for the job is now changing course. And there are lingering questions after 3 kids and 3 adults were killed inside of a Christian school in Nashville. At 5 o'clock, we're digging into the shooter's identity as investigators search for a motive. And the Senate Banking Committee is digging into recent bank failures. At 6, why lawmakers are trying to get answers on how regulators missed key warning signs. You can get your news in a flash with that FOX45 Alexa app or Echo. You can get it delivered your local headlines, your forecast, all in less than 2 minutes. If you've got an Amazon device, tell it to enable FOX45 Baltimore. All right, today a TikTok cooking trend has food safety experts sounding the alarm. Some home chefs are posting videos on the social media site showing themselves washing ground beef before cooking it. Footage of one under rinsing beef in a colander has gathered more than 3 million views, and they claim it kills bacteria. The USDA is recommending against this. The group says washing beef and poultry does not kill bacteria, but instead actually spreads it. Experts say the best way to kill off bacteria in ground beef is to cook it to its internal temperature of 160 degrees. All right, Mark Clark with Be More Lifestyle. Mark, do you wash your beef?
Well, let me say, I took a class, and one of the things, like they say, I think a lot of our traditions, Big Mama, sometimes our parents do wash the chicken and wash the meat, but the problem is that it does, if you do that, you then have to clean the space, your sink, and wherever that water's splatted, you have to clean up, probably with bleach. So I think that's the challenge. You know what I mean? A lot of people will do it in the sink, and then in the sink, sometimes you have some utensils and things there. All that has to be cleaned up because you can pass on the bacteria from the meat. So I do not, because I took the class. Yeah. So that's where I am. But I understand though, because my Aunt Mary, she sure did.
Yeah, look, my family's Caribbean. They certainly think you got to wash the chicken first. I mean,
yeah.
Never ground beef though. That's weird. That's strange. I don't know what that's about.
You said that's weird.
Yeah, it's a little weird. Okay. All right. We're going to have a nice start to the day here from home, but better than the snowy conditions from meteorologist Jasmine Lomax. She's showing us what's happening in North Dakota right now.
We are heading to North Dakota, Fargo, for the worst weather in America. They're dealing with snow. We're just days away from April, and there it still looks like it's winter as they see snow across parts of the country. For us, it's showing signs of spring. We started this morning with temperatures in the 40s, above average for many of us. But as we head into the afternoon, we're actually looking at numbers just a hair below average. 57 for the high, then 60 tomorrow. As we head into Thursday, we're only looking at numbers around 53 below average. But notice we do stay dry over the next 3 days. We are talking a medium-high pollen count today and tomorrow, but as temperatures fall on Thursday, the pollen count also falls. That's all behind our next cold front. As we head into the afternoon, it looks great. We'll have a mix of sunshine and clouds, and we enjoy the pleasant weather over the next few days. But this ends on Friday as we get ready for the next weather maker. That brings the next chance for rain. However, we are talking above average temperatures and the highest numbers on Friday and Saturday. This afternoon, we'll have a mix of sunshine and clouds and temperatures in the 50s and 60s. There's a very slim chance for showers overnight, but most of us stay dry. We'll start the day that way tomorrow around 7 a.m. We'll wake up to temperatures in the 30s and 40s before reaching the 50s and 60s by the afternoon. Expect plenty of sunshine. The cold front moves across the region tomorrow night, leading to the chance for isolated showers, but the rain does clear by daybreak. By the afternoon, we'll stay nice and sunny. Temperatures will be cooler behind the cold front. We're only looking at the low 50s and numbers lower than average. We'll stay dry through Friday morning. Then by the afternoon, we have the chance for spotty showers. Rain continues overnight and then leads us into Saturday morning. We'll stay dry by the afternoon, and we stay that way for the rest of the weekend into next week. 57 for the high, 60 tomorrow with mostly sunny skies. 53, we have that drop off on Thursday, but we stay sunny, and then we get ready for rain on Friday and Saturday. Temperatures in the 60s and 70s, 50s on Sunday. Then next week, we're above average again with highs in the 60s and 70s. Back to you.
A secret menu on Netflix, how to access some extra TV shows and movies. And Swift fans are taking it to Ticketmaster. They're taking them to court. How fans say the site is now monopolizing the ticketing arena. It's a big night of TV ahead for Fox 45. You got 8 o'clock, 911 Lone Star. Then at 9, an all-new Accused. And then keep watching for Fox 45 News at 10 and Fox 45 News Late Edition. All right, hundreds of fans of Taylor Swift are suing Ticketmaster. They're accusing the company of fraud and price fixing. In federal court, the group called Ticketmaster a price gouging monopoly that doesn't do enough to stop bots and scalpers from taking tickets.
I'm tired of the fees. I'm tired of not knowing what I'm paying for. I'm tired of only having one choice for tickets.
I'm here because I want to see change. I think that the business model that Ticketmaster Live Nation has is not working. It's harmful to consumers.
The lawsuit says this isn't just about Swift's current tour, but all concert and sporting events Ticketmaster handles. Carnival Cruise Lines is reporting a record number of bookings as the company gets back to pre-pandemic travel levels. The company says its first quarter bookings were the highest volume for any quarter. The cruise line expects demand will continue to increase. Big news for fans of Netflix here. The streaming service apparently has a hidden menu featuring hundreds of movies and TV shows. All you need to access a trove of hidden content is the unique codes. Now, you can find those codes at netflix-codes.com. All right, time for your lunch break. Get ready to look up to the sky. A planetary parade is on its way. The alignment of Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Uranus will become visible on Friday and continue that way for the next couple of weeks. Onlookers could be able to catch the best glimpse of the 5-planet alignment on Tuesday evening just after sunset. And that's all we've got for you here on Fox 45 News Midday. Be More Lifestyles up next. Mark Clark back to tell us what they're working on.
Thanks, Taylor. The Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson's contract saga continues. Coming up, what could come next for the star quarterback and what Baltimore fans are saying about it on Be More Lifestyle.
You're watching Fox 45 in Baltimore. Now live from TV Hill, this is Be More Lifestyle.
And what's up, Baltimore? I'm Mark Clark, and this is Be More Lifestyle live from Studio B at Fox Baltimore. It's Lady T and me, baby.
Hey, what's up?
So, first of all, Lady T, I love that dress. I love the jewelry.
Do you love it?
Yes.
It's giving like I'm showing out for Mark Clark today, so I'm glad.
It needs to, you need to really have your own line.
I do.
You do.
Yes, I'm working on it.
Lady
yes,
T line
gotcha.
now. So, Lady T, the contract saga between the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson continues. The quarterback says he requested to be traded from the Ravens earlier this month. Jackson can now negotiate with other teams, but the Ravens can either match an offer or let him walk in exchange for first-round draft picks. It's interesting. I think with Lamar, this kind of was a little shocker because Coach Harbaugh was in a thing and they asked, "What'd you say about Lamar's tweet?" He was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And
so he was caught off guard.
He was caught off guard. I think it's the first time Lamar's let it be known he went out. So Persia Nicole joins us.
Hey, Persia.
Persia, what were your thoughts when you saw that Lamar said he requested to be traded?
So what's so crazy, as soon as he sent the tweet, I actually was on the air, and I saw what Coach said, and he was just as surprised. So I kind of feel like he's still going to be a part of the team because they're writing him into the offense already. So they're prepared to have him still be a part of the team, and I don't see why he wouldn't, but I did hear that he teamed up with Meek Mill, and possibly be going to the Patriots. I don't know.
Wait a minute. Persia Nicole dropping bombs on the show. Who knew?
This actually just happened. Meek Mill and Robert Kraft are like really great buddies.
Wow.
And talked to Robert and said that Lamar's available. We'll see.
Lady T, your thoughts, Lady T?
Can we send back the request? I don't want him to go anywhere else, but stay with the Ravens. I want him to stay with us. I feel like Baltimore needs him. I want him to stay here. Please do not let this man go to the Patriots. I'm not a Patriots fan. I just can't stand it. No one should willingly go to the Patriots. after that deflate gate, I feel like no one should willingly go there. So, Lamar, stay with us. Stick it out with us, boo. Come on.
As always, we want you to tell us, do you want Lamar to stay in Baltimore? Vote on our website, foxbaltimore.com/vote. When you get to the website, make sure you click on the Lifestyle tab. You can also vote on our Fox 45 News app. At the end of the show, we'll see what everybody's thinking. I'm curious about this one. Trending now, our thrift stores losing their low-cost appeal. Shoppers are blaming Gen Z for driving up prices by making thrifting trending again. Many on TikTok are saying prices have soared, with many items they cost just as much as the regular prices when you buy them out of stores. The videos blame teens who become influencers posting thrifting haul. Let me tell you something. My 18-year-old daughter, she is the queen of the haul. Dad, let me show you my haul that I got. I'm like, what? So, are you, Lady T, a thrifter?
Listen, I tried twice. I cannot be a thrifter. I can't take the smell. They need a Glade plug-in around. They need to put a Glade plug-in or some kind of something next to it to make it smell better. I cannot thrift for the life of me. I get distracted. And then the prices aren't what they used to be when you were thrifting. It used to be cheaper. You used to be able to get more expensive stuff for super, super cheap, like $5, $10, and it's not looking like that no more.
Persia Nicole, fashion queen. Are you a thrifter?
So here's the thing. I'm with Lady T. It smells like mothballs in there.
Yes.
But what I will say is TikTok has made this big trend. You can now find Balenciagas apparently at thrift stores. I seen them though.
Which one are they going to though? Because everybody keeps saying you can get the design, you can get the Gucci. I'm like, there has to be certain locations because my goodness, I can't find it.
Well, and you know what? Also, what you realize is you can't thrift with a cheap. If it's a cheap T-shirt or a cheap jacket, it look beat up. You gotta have. It has to be a high quality piece. So consignment shops are a good place. Now, if you're having trouble sleeping, consider heading to your thermostat. It turns out too warm of a bedroom could be sabotaging your shut-eye. So what's the best temperature? One sleep coach says 65 degrees is best for optimal sleep. That's too chilly for you. The coach says aim to keep things between 60 and 72. Now, I am a cold pillow person. I like a cold pillow, but I like to have warm feet. Now, I don't know. I'm curious. You look like a warm feeder yourself, Persia Nicole.
I am, Mark. How did you know?
I could tell. Now I'm going to say Lady T looks like a hot foot.
What? You said a hot foot? Wait a minute.
Lady T, like hot, you got hot feet.
Don't come for me. No, I I do like to keep my feet warm, but if it's hot outside, I want it to be cold on the inside of my house. If it's, cold outside, I want it to be warm on the inside of my house. And I like to play footsie so that I keep my feet warm.
Okay, our time is up. Go back to work. You can catch Persian Nicole on 90s UQ, and you can catch Lady T with the T coming up. Still ahead, a new type of treatment for a common condition that impacts men. We'll chat about, you know what I'm talking about, but it's non-invasive. But first, a new way to save time and money in the kitchen, and will also make your food taste better. That's coming up in today's Steals and Deals. Stay right there.
You're watching Be More Lifestyle.
Have you ever decided to make a sandwich only to find your bread is moldy or stale? Stacey Bell from American Steals and Deals is here to share how one of the most trusted brands in kitchenware can help you avoid this problem.
The following segment is sponsored by Gnocchi.
We really like a sandwich at our house for a snack on the go because we're always running around, but it is the worst when you go to grab the bread and it's stale and it's moldy. This Tupperware bread saver has really helped us out with that. It's so easy to use. It's lightweight. It's got this little divider in it, so you can put the divider in, and if different people in the house like different types of bread, one goes here, the other goes here, and then you just close it, and it's going to keep your bread fresh, and that's going to save you money because you don't want to throw away money. Groceries are so expensive right now. This works because it's got this little ventilation on the top, and it's just the right amount of air. Too much air makes the bread stale, and too little is going to create mold. So this gives you just the right amount. The other thing I like about it, if you have the kids or the grandkids over, like sometimes when we have family, I like to treat us to muffins or bagels. You can put these in a separate compartment. Even if you treat yourself to the good bagels, they stay fresh right there, and you just cover it, and it's got this really sleek look, and it looks good in any kitchen, and it's really lightweight to transport. With this price that you're getting, you could buy a couple and give these to friends as a gift. Right now, we're offering 25% off the Tupperware Bread Saver. This is really a good deal. It's going to save you money in the long run. Head to asadeals.com for this exclusive offer.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by Maple Grove Medical Clinic.
Maple Grove Medical Clinic offers a non-invasive treatment for a common condition in men. Mark Kramer of Maple Grove Medical Clinic is here to talk about the treatments they offer. Mark, how are you?
I'm doing well. Yourself?
Man, I'm good. So what are we talking about today, and why is this treatment such a great alternative to pills that don't always work?
Right. So we are talking about treating the root cause of ED. So pills, you're right. Pills have been around for a long time. The pills obviously come with side effects, or they can come with side effects, certainly timing issues, and that takes the spontaneity out of the relationship. At Maple Grove Medical Clinic, we have a breakthrough technology called acoustic wave therapy, which treats the root cause of ED.
Would you consider the wavelength device that you use to be invasive?
Not at all. So this is the great thing about this acoustic wave therapy. There is no pain whatsoever. So this is a it's a topical procedure essentially. So it's non-invasive. We have a small device which is placed on the skin. That device sends gentle pressure waves to the blood vessels, helps to open up the blood vessels. That gives an increase in blood flow where and when a guy needs it the most. Again, we are treating the root cause of erectile dysfunction.
You know, people often like to know there's research behind medical procedures. So have there been any studies done on this?
Yes, dozens of studies looking at the effectiveness of acoustic wave therapy. Those studies from 5 different countries, and those studies come from Cambridge University as well as the Cleveland Clinic.
Is there anything to be concerned about during these procedures? Is there any pain or discomfort?
Yeah, no pain whatsoever, guys. So this is a treatment guys can actually schedule on their lunch break. They can come in about 15 minutes. That's about the duration of the procedure. They walk out 15 minutes later, feel perfectly normal. There's no downtime whatsoever.
All right, Mark, now do you have any special offers for those who might be nervous about coming into the clinic?
Absolutely, guys. Just know that you're not alone either. This is a very common issue. So, but if you call now, you're going to get the exam, the assessment, even the blood flow ultrasound absolutely free. In addition to that, a gift which can produce rapid results in the bedroom, and that's one you guys are really going to like. But call now to get this offer.
Awesome, Mark. Thanks so much for this great information, okay?
Thank you.
Still ahead, actor Jonathan Majors is dealing with a major legal issue, and Rihanna says she's the victim of a robbery. Lady T will spill the tea and tell us what the thieves made off with coming up. Lady T. It's time to spill the tea this Tuesday. Lady T joins us right now.
Hello, fellow tea sippers. All right, let's get to it. All right, so if things could not get worse for singer Rihanna, well, guess what? She was robbed last week. Apparently, her car was stolen. Police told TMZ her driver parked and went into her LA home to grab something from inside. He left the keys in the whip and left the engine running, which is a no-no, duh. Came back out, poof, the vehicle was gone. Okay, it was a 2012 Audi sedan. Still not sure if Rihanna was at home when during the time of the incident. But LAPD says the suspect made a clean escape. The week before that, police raced to her home after a man showed up claiming he wanted to propose to her. So it's giving, maybe it's time to relocate, sis. I don't know. Mark, how could that's 2 criminal incidents at your home in 2 weeks.
Yes,
I don't like this. I don't like this, how this is looking.
Lady T, you're a millionaire. Do we even, when you're a millionaire,
right, talk to me, yes.
If your car gets taken, do you even notice it? Is it almost like, I get another one? I mean, and you have a driver.
Why is it a 2012 was my first question. But you know what? But she was saving up because she got kids. She was saving up. But I feel like this is a tax write-off, sis. You should be able to get you an extended Escalade or something. No, but I think that's crazy that many people are also allowed to come at her like that.
Yeah.
She needs more security or something, because I know there was another incident in 2018 that happened too. So prayers up for Riri, baby.
Yeah.
Come on. All right, up next. Now, one of my favorite actors, actor Jonathan Majors, he's a fan favorite. He was recently arrested. So a woman claimed that he allegedly assaulted her. She claimed he put hands around her neck and struck her in the face with an open hand, y'all. Majors was taken into custody in Manhattan. He was charged with strangulation, assault, and harassment. His lawyer said he committed no such crime, and there's no evidence. The lawyer also claimed that Majors was the one who actually called 911, mainly due to concerns for the woman's mental health. And apparently the lawyer is saying that he's a victim of an altercation with a woman whom he knows. So apparently there was some kind of, backstory there. Well, now that woman took back her accusation of assault, and she was also taken to a hospital. Majors, his Army recruitment ad was recently pulled. So we got to stay tuned for more tea on that, because even though I don't know how this is going to turn out.
Well, they're saying it was his girlfriend, and that she was having an
ex-girlfriend.
Ex-girlfriend having an incident.
I thought he was single.
And they called 911. So, 911.
Yeah,
so.
They called 911. Apparently he was the one who made the call, too. So I know this is devastating, because he's on his way up, so we really need to.
Well, he was.
He was on his way up. All right, up next, you guys. Now, this is some hot tea. This is for all my newsroom homies, okay? So Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber, they may have finally ended their feud. So Hailey Bieber allegedly started receiving death threats and reached out to Selena Gomez about it. So Selena went on social media urging fans, please stop the hate for Hailey. She said this is not what she stands for. Plus, Hailey recently hit like on Selena's bathing suit photo, so many are assuming the feud is over, all is well, all is good, apparently. Anyway, well, maybe for Selena it is. She seems like she's moving on to bigger and better things. Why? Because sources say Selena Gomez and Zayn Malik are allegedly dating. Now, if this is true, this is huge, okay? And Selena is obviously too busy to be dealing with Hailey anyway, because she's getting that pillow talk love from Zayn.
What?
So,
I don't like those two together.
You don't like the two of them together? Hold on. They both have really good hair. They're both beautiful. Oh, you're right. It shouldn't be two beautiful people together. I kind of see what you're saying. You're right. Because they're so cute. I feel like that would be a cute couple, but I'll keep you posted on that tea. Also, Mark, you look very fly today, so keep... I don't know what's got you glowing, but I love it, okay?
Wow.
That's it for the tea for today. Now, y'all know what to do at home. Look at me. Y'all gotta go sip on all that tea.
Thank you, Lady T. If you're still looking to see the cherry blossoms in D.C., you've got time. As meteorologist Jasmine Lomax shows us, the flowers are still blooming over the tidal basin.
We're staying close to home for the best weather in America. This beautiful pink sunrise matching the cherry blossoms coming in from the tidal basin, and a great view of the water in the background. We've even got the monument. Really great weather across the region. We are mostly dry. We had a decent start to the day with temperatures in the 40s, above average for this time of year. And as we head into the afternoon, we are looking at temperatures reaching 57. That's below average for this time of year. But we reach the 60s tomorrow, then 53 on Thursday. That'll be the lowest temperature of the week. That's all behind a cold front. You'll notice that You may feel the allergies today and again tomorrow as we are in that medium-high range. But as the temperatures fall on Thursday, the pollen count also starts to drop. You'll be able to enjoy the next few days outside. We stay dry. That changes on Friday as the next weather maker arrives, leading to rain. That continues into Saturday, but we are talking warmer temperatures on both of those days, 60s and 70s. This afternoon, skies will be partly cloudy as temperatures reach the 50s and 60s. We could have an isolated shower overnight. Most of us will stay dry, waking up to quiet weather in the morning. Your commute looks good to go. By the afternoon, our temperatures reach the low 60s. We'll have plenty of sunshine. A cold front moves across the state overnight and into Thursday. That could lead to a few stray showers, but by daybreak, again, we're looking at dry weather. This lasts us into the afternoon as our temperatures reach 53. We'll be cooler behind that cold front, but then the warm-up comes on Friday along with the rain. Showers start in the afternoon, continuing overnight and then into Saturday morning. We dry out by the afternoon and will stay that way on Sunday and again on Monday. 57 for the high temperature. Could be breezy at times with gusts up to 20 miles per hour. Then we're talking 60 for the high for Wednesday. 53 on Thursday, 67 with showers for the afternoon on Friday. Rain continues into Saturday morning, but by the afternoon we dry out. Highs will reach the mid-70s. Then we drop off to the 50s on Sunday with plenty of sunshine. After that, we're back to above average temperatures in the 60s and the 70s.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by Aldi.
It's spring, a time for entertaining and celebrations. Here to help plan a spring brunch or fun family events is superstar Sarah Tracy. Sarah is the founder of the Lush Life blog, the go-to wine authority for Martha Stewart living, and she's been featured in articles for Forbes, Food and Wine, Town and Country, and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So tell us, how should we plan a great spring event? Because you got all the answers.
Well, whether you're hosting a brunch or filling colorful Easter baskets or serving a crowd for dinner, check more items off your shopping list at Aldi. So I love to make little stunning bites paired with their perfect mimosa companions. And shopping at Aldi helps you save time and money so you can spend more time focusing on entertaining your friends and family.
And Sarah, you're a sommelier, so what's an easy dish to make for every occasion?
Well, I love to make these delicious honey goat cheese toasts.
That was my spooky laugh, by the way. Sorry about that.
I love it. So you whip an Emporium Selection honey goat cheese log with a little cream until it's fluffy, and you spread that on some toasted vanilla cream brioche, put on some fresh fruit and a little drizzle of honey, and then as a sommelier, I have to do a pairing. So I love to do a tart cherry mimosa with cherry juice and Belletti sparkling Moscato Rosé.
That looks delicious. What about recipes for a party or for brunch, you know, fun activities like that?
Yeah, so every recipe has to start with fresh, high-quality ingredients. And I love that Aldi has award-winning cheeses, chocolates, premium meats, and fresh produce delivered to stores daily, all at unbeatable prices. So I made these smoked salmon flatbreads. They are savory, crispy, creamy, and they take less than 15 minutes to make. You simply toast a specially selected flatbread and top that with cold smoked salmon, dollops of plain Greek yogurt, thinly sliced red onion, and a sprinkle of everything bagel seasoning, and I pair that with a classic ready-to-drink orange mimosa.
That looks so delicious. So what about something more traditional?
Well, you could roast a whole glazed holiday ham, or you could make a platter of these irresistible sliders. It's a lot easier. And this is Black Forest ham from Simply Nature, buttermilk biscuits, a little apricot preserve for sweetness, savory kick from some honey mustard, and pair these with a mango passion mimosa with Belletti Prosecco and a mango juice. And everything you can see here you can get from Aldi at amazing prices for all of your spring entertaining needs.
Sarah, thanks so much for this great information, okay? The Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson contract saga continues. Coming up, what could come next for the star quarterback and what you're saying about it?